Go check out buycheapfifacoins.com to get the best cheap coins around on the market. Use the discount code Rossi for an extra discount off your coins. It's a fully automated service, so you get your coins instantly. What more could you ask for? Now let's roll on to today's video. Hello guys, Mr. Rossi 1990 here, and this is going to be Season 2 of the Diamond Effect. Now if you're new to my channel and you haven't been subscribed for, well, quite a while ago since we've done the Diamond Effect, basically what it is I do a, well, it's in this formation, it's like, as you can see, like it's like a kind of a diamond up the top. It used to work a lot better back in FIFA 13 in the 4-5-1 formation. You had like a centre mid, 2 cams and a striker. But in this one it has to be 3 cams and a striker, because this is basically the formation which I like to use for it. And we put 4 players in together at striker, cam, and cam, who play for the same team. In this episode in particular, it's going to be Liverpool, because I thought I've got Luis Suarez at the moment. I have to give him back soon. So I thought I'd do this. We did this earlier on in the year when there was like the regular cards out, a couple of informs along the way. But now that Team of the Season is basically nearing an end, it's like basically got the remaining days of the BBVA one, then possibly a Rest of the World one or something. No, not Rest of the World, like all of them in combined together, like all the big boys. Apart from that, I don't think there's going to be much left. Obviously, you've got the World Cup coming out soon as well, which would be absolutely fantastic. But I thought I'll bring this series back, so then I really like this series personally. I don't know if you guys liked it or not, but it used to be my main series on my channel before the random hybrid took over, and I want to kind of do them both. I really fancy doing them both on my channel at the same time, because, you know, different options for different people. We're going to start off putting the back lot in, because this will stay the same for the majority of the game. We're going to go for a couple players I've packed, basically. This guy I packed here, he's a solid enough goalkeeper. Chiellini I actually paid $1 for, but he's alright. We're going to use Conco at right back, so then we can use a centre mid. It's going to be not a CDM, it's going to be Paul Pogba. There he is. I actually packed Paul Pogba, which is fantastic. He is, honest to God, one of the best players in the game. This part over here is going to be Bundesliga, sorry. We're going to have Alaba, regular card, or his upgraded card, I think that is actually. We're going to have my man of the match, Boateng, when he appears on your screen. By the way, the market, or just Ultimate Team in general, is so laggy at the moment. It is ridiculous. So I do apologise if you're seeing laggy screens here. It's not actually me, it's Ultimate Team being a bitch. We're going to go for a centre mid here again. It's going to be my packed Philippe Lahm. So, you know, basically all of them are packed apart from Chiellini. So I thought I'd go with them. But the Liverpool Diamond we're going to go for. That's the reason why we're here. We're going to go for Liverpool, and we're going to choose a load of Team of the Season players for this one. We're going to have, if we can get it to load, Gerrard in the playmaker role. We're going to have Sturridge over here in the wide right role, and then we're going to have Coutinho in cam over here. Now, you could have had a number of other options. You could have obviously had Sterling's inform card, which I do have as a centre forward, but I feel as if Coutinho, you know, would probably be a better version in my opinion. So it would literally just be pace, and that's not really what I wanted to do. For the striker, it is going to be Luis Suarez, 95 rated. I actually paid 1.6 million, it says there, but I actually borrowed the coins to pay for him. He's gone down a lot in price. He's at about 1 million coins, if not 900 and something K at the moment, so I've lost a lot of coins on him, but he's not mine, which is quite frustrating, really. Luckily enough, he doesn't really want me to pay the extra, else that would be quite bad for me. But that is a diamond, so we've got Gerrard and Cam, like I said. I've played the 3 games already, which I do, so I'll give you a recap of him, what they've done in them 3 games. He's scored 2 goals and got 1 assist. Even though he's got high work rates, he plays amazing in this role. I mean, he's normally considered like a defensive option because he's got very good defensive stats, but he's also got 92 shooting on him, and he can absolutely rifle one. Coutinho, he played the 3 games, scoring 1 goal and 1 assist. You know, he's probably the worst out of the 4 in my opinion. Then we've got Sturridge over here, who didn't actually score a single goal, or 2 assists, but you could tell he was good. His pace. In another version, you probably switch them 2 around because Suarez might be the better cab. But I really wanted Suarez to be the featured player in this team. As you can see, he played 16 games overall for me, scoring 18 goals and 6 assists. Not really too sure how he did in the 3 games, but that is this part of the video, guys, done. What I'm going to do for you now is going to show you 3 games. I'm going to cut it into highlights, give a little review of the team at the end, and that is basically what this video is. We're just showing you best possible diamond in case you want to build a team like this yourself, I guess. If you want to leave in the comments any suggestions of what kind of backlot you would have had, basically what I mean by backlot is the CDMs, so the centre back, right back, left back, and goalkeeper. I can change it up every week for you guys to try new things there, but that isn't what it's all about. It's all about the diamond at the top, as you can see it there. Suarez, Coutinho, Gerrard, and Sturridge. That is going to be this part of it, guys. Like I said, I'll be back in 2 seconds when we're going to be reviewing the teams. I'll see you then. Okay, so going into our first game, and the opponent we're going to play up against is this guy right here. It's a pretty decent team. It's a negative formation, quite defensive, 2 CDMs and a centre mid. A couple of players are out of position, but they're all getting full chemistry. Lewandowski obviously getting the full perfect link with Blaskovski, or whatever he's called, Kuba. But yeah, this is not going to be a live comments over, what's it called, just live gameplay. Is going to be me post-commenting it, and we do start this game quite brightly here, as you can see. It's not actually till the second half where we get the goal, but it's Pogba running through from a pass from Luis Suarez, I think it was. Pogba, just unreal on this game. Really do enjoy using him. Even any position, I've used him in cam, centre mid, CDM does the shift. I could probably play him up front or centre forward, and he'll probably still get you goals and be an all-round beast. He just seems to make runs like that. As you can see from CDM, he's running in behind the strikers, and you know he's got an immense shot and to put us 1-0 up in that game. But this game was one of the games where it was very much to and fro. As you can see, you get absolutely pace abused by Blaszczykowski, and he absolutely smashes that one into the back, and they're not sure what, you know, my keeper probably couldn't do a lot about that. But I'm not too sure why Alaba was getting completely pace abuse. I mean, he's not slow, but he got completely slapped then by Blaszczykowski. So that's a worrying factor for this defence. Maybe I have to change that up a little bit to make sure I don't get bitch slapped in the titty. As you can see, we get the ball away here, which is quite piss poor from me. He plays a nice little over top free ball there, but we get it denied, and we get the ball back. Nice little bit of play from, I think it's Luis Suarez again. Gets it behind, shows a little bit of strength there, and then finishes it quite coolly into the near post to put us 2-1 up in that game. I thought it was pretty good from Luis Suarez. I thought for a second he was going to get, you know, pushed off the ball, muscled off the ball, whatever it is, but he actually managed to get right through that quite easily, too easily, to be honest, and that was pretty impressive. But that is actually how that first game ended, so he did pick up a 2-1 away win in that one, which is alright. He had a decent team. He was a decent player as well. I had a few chances, but I just couldn't get any more goals, really. But we'll move over to the next game now, and it's going to come up against this opponent right here. His team is actually pretty good. It's well, it's quite a lot of Chelsea players, actually. It's basically Chelsea and PSG. It pretty much is, isn't it? It's Chelsea, PSG, and then whoever Mariano plays for, I think it's Bordeaux. I can't quite see my screen. It's very, very pixelated. But anyway, we're going to move over into the game. This was a very annoying game. This was one of them really annoying opponents who... He was decent. You could tell he was decent, but my God, didn't he just know it? But, you know, that gets quite frustrating. As you can see here, he gives the ball away, we get the ball back, and we're on a counter-attack, and we play a nice over-top through ball. Sweaty, I know. But then Gerrard, I didn't think he had enough pace, so I squared it across. Not trampy, in my opinion. I think that's actually quite good work from Gerrard to manage to be able to bring that down and pass it across to Luis Suarez, who's obviously got more pace, more threat about him and around the box, and he manages to put that one in the back of the net quite comfortably. As you can see, he brings it down here. Nice little pass through, sells two defenders pretty much, and then Luis Suarez is always going to score there. And then this right here, it's ridiculous. Look at that for a free kick. His guy's completely in on goal now, and there's a guy running into the middle. He'll just cross that one in and score. You know, that's a really good goal in my opinion, purely because I don't even know how he managed to do that. But his player is in acres of space from a free kick. I don't know if I've done something wrong defensively there, or it's one of them glitch, almost like the KSI kickoff. Talking about that, you'll see that in a minute. But yeah, we basically shrugged off the ball there, but we do win it back, and this is beautiful from Sturridge. Nicks in there, could go down for a penalty, keeps it in with a Rabona cross, and then Luis Suarez is there to tap that one home to put us 2-1 back up in this game. I thought that was brilliant. You know, the Sturridge in real life, the old Sturridge had probably gone down and wanted me a penalty there, but it wasn't to be, so I'm quite happy that he didn't go down, and he did manage to do quite a cheeky little cross in there and get the goal. What you're about to see now is stupidity on my behalf, but then I don't feel as if I have to go back and defend this. It's so annoying. Obviously, that is a KSI kickoff glitch, which has just been abused against me. What I should have done is either took a defender back or charged at the player who was crossing it in, or just punting it forward, as it were. I almost got there, to be fair. But, you know, I always forget to defend it. But then again, you shouldn't really have to defend it. It shouldn't be that easy. I mean, you know, it is possible to do that in real life. I'm not saying it is, you know, impossible. We get a chance here. So straight from kickoff, Gerrard has a smash. Actually comes back off the bar, but you know, it's quite annoying. Hopefully they take that out. I don't abuse it myself, but obviously a lot of people do, and you know, they're right to. If it's in the game, why not abuse it? You know, you go for the wing, you do crosses. It's quite annoying to play against, but if it's in the game, why not do it, in my opinion? As you can see there, he's got Cavani in behind quite easily. Again, quite poor defensive on my behalf. Just get absolutely sold by an over top free ball. And he's in on goal, and he'll score that pretty much every single time. So that's quite frustrating. That is actually how that game finished. So we did actually lose that game 3-2. But it was a tight game. It could have gone either way. You know, a couple of decisions, or a couple of strange things went against me. A lot of punted balls forward seemed to get him behind. For two of his goals in particular. But now the third and final game is up against this guy right here. And he was actually a skiller. He had Moreno there in form. He had Ben Arthur. He had Royce, etc. He brung on like Robin and people in game, but he was skilling. He was having a good time. He obviously enjoyed this team. Obviously, it wasn't getting full chemistry. A lot of players on there are definitely not getting full chemistry. Moreno hasn't got any links at all. But he's obviously got there in there just for the 5-star skills and just for whatever reason. I'm not really too sure. Maybe he's one of his favourite players. Obviously got a Team of the Season card out as well now. But that is one of his informed cards. Not too sure which. If he has two, I can't quite remember. We do get him behind pretty early on here with Stevie G. And look at that for a strike from Steven Gerrard. What a player. Absolutely unreal strike on him. Any position you get it from anywhere, he's got a clinical finish on him. He's more of a long shot taker than a, you know, poacher in and around the box. Normally played as a centre mid or a CDM for the majority of people. But in Cam, he's no different. He is so good. He really is. He's a workhorse. He wins the ball quite easily. And look at this for an absolute fail from me. I fail an advanced rainbow, and don't you just know that that's going to lead to a goal? Yeah, that's my bad. I've got bad memories of that, actually. Last time I tried an advanced rainbow, which failed. I think it was in, like, one of the FIFAs, and I'm original Canis ended up getting a skill goal against me with it, which ended up in KSI's top skill runs or whatever it bloody was. So I'm never going to try an advanced rainbow again, because every time I do one, I get freaking stupid. It was a bit of stupidity from me in the sense that I was just trying to be cocky because he was skilling against me and he was getting quite annoyed that I was tackling him quite a lot of the time. So I tried to do a skill move, and yeah, that backfired immensely. As you can see here, like, that's the kind of skills he was doing all game, stuff like that. Just, you know, the little stuff which worked. That's a cracking finish from Lewandowski to put him 2-1 up in that game. I wasn't expecting him to hit that, to be fair. I really wasn't. I thought he was going to run that in and try and, you know, score a tap in or an easy goal, but he did hit that straight on the volley almost first time, brung it down a little bit, and then, you know, that's a good goal. It's a really good goal. You can't really defend those, and the goalkeeper isn't going to save that, so not a lot I could really do about that in sense. But what he did do, which annoyed me, was maybe watch all the replays. I know, you know, I don't mind watching the replays and it's a nice goal, so that one in particular, but you made me watch every single replay, and that annoys me. I don't know if that annoys anybody else, but that really pisses me off, so I enjoy in what I did to this guy. But look at this from Maicon. I haven't tried Maicon yet, but my god, he was using me down the wing, gets a nice cross in, and you know, that's headed goal. Fair enough, you're going to score that, move on. But yeah, he made me watch all the freaking replays, and that just frustrates me more than anything in FIFA. If you score a sweaty goal, you know, I don't exactly like looking at them. I know a lot of people play that style. That's fair enough. You play as if what you want to play. But I just don't understand why people make you watch all the replays. You know, it really pisses me off. I know, like, if any of you come up against me now, you'll probably make me watch all the replays, which, you know, that's fair enough. But I find it very frustrating, and it makes me want to beat this guy even more. As you can see, it's an okay goal. It's a cross goal. You can score them pretty much every single time you cross it in because it's very OP in this game. But, you know, I had pride in what I'm about to do right now. We got the other end. Nice little bit of play here between Sturridge and I think it was Luis Suarez. But as you can see, Sturridge is pretty much in on goal. You expect him to score this. Of course he's going to score. No, he's not. He's going to hit the bloody post. But look at this from Coutinho. He runs straight over. I thought, shit, he's not going to get that. But my god, does he get that. He gets that, and he absolutely skills his little bitch here. And he'll finish that. He will finish that. Very similar to a Mandzukic goal I scored in the random hybrid the other day, where a bit more strength involved in the Mandzukic one. Coutinho kind of got a little bit lucky there that there wasn't, you know, a defender right on him. He kind of got just in front of David Luiz, I think it was, or wherever the defender was, and he did well. A little bit of lag involved in the coming clips now, but as you can see, we're getting behind again. I think this is Pogba again running in on goal. Gets tackled this time, so not managed to score, but he does keep it alive. And we're going to score our own sweaty cross. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Luis Suarez gets on the end of it. Like I said, I don't like scoring them goals, but when it's the only thing you know, on option, then I will cross it in and I will score. What irritates me, I've said in the past, is when people do it constantly through the game. That's the only time it will really irritate me. But as you can see, this is the final clip. I do believe we get hell of a lucky there. Nice little bounce. We get the ball back with Suarez. We dodge one tackle. We dodge the keeper tackle. We try to shoot, but we get absolutely crunched out by his defender, and that is going to be a penalty. I didn't even think that was a penalty at the time. I thought he got the ball, but looking back on it, he probably did get a lot of the ball and a lot of the player. So, you know, in FIFA they do get given, as you can see, he just comes right through me. The ball goes flying in the direction, thinking that he may have won it, but apparently not. And we've got big trusty Steven Gerrard coming up to take our penalty. So, you know, it's only one outcome, really. Late doors, late on in the game, pressure's on, Stevie G. What's he going to do? You're about to find out. We're going to smash this one very high and straight down the middle of the goal and get it to make it 4-3. In this game, after being 3-1 down, I think it was. That's a pretty impressive comeback. I was quite happy with that one, especially, like I said, after he was annoying me with watching all the replays. It felt good to beat that player. And, you know, Robin, as you can see there, he did come on in the game. I think he brought on Elia, and there's another player he brought on as well. I can't quite remember who it was. I think it was a striker. But Lewandowski, obviously, for him, worked well. We got a number of different scorers in there. Nice little mixture of players. Coutinho, Sturridge actually didn't score a single goal. But I'm going to give you the rundown of the actual thing now. We're going to ask a question. We're going to do a daily question in this series. And today's question is going to be simple. It's going to be, which team should I use next? Obviously, we've used Liverpool for this episode. They're the featured team. I've just went with them purely because I had Suarez. That's the only real reason I chose them. But the cost of the diamond is about 1.4 million coins. You know, you could get it for cheaper. It might cost more further down the line, etc., etc. The standout player, best player, quite clearly Luis Suarez. I think you could all agree that, obviously, looking at the team beforehand, he's a top-rated player. You expect him to do a shift, just playing as a striker as well. Possibly if I swapped him with Sturridge, Sturridge would have done a lot more goals-wise than he did, but I thought Sturridge played quite well, to be fair. I thought he was a very decent hybrid diamond We're going to give it a 9 out of 10. It wasn't perfection. There was still stuff missing, you know, in certain areas. Obviously, I lost the game as well, which, you know, possibly had a factor of the team not being great. But then again, I always say I'm not the best FIFA player there is. But I'm decent. I am decent, so I should be able to win, you know, 3 games with this team. But I wasn't to be. And so I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And that is going to be the end of this first episode. Well, the recap episode, the reopening, the new series, the new return is the word I'm looking for. My god, that took a while to get out. But yeah, the return of the Diamond Effect. Hopefully you enjoy it. If we can hit 1,000 likes in this episode, that'll be absolutely amazing. It's almost like a second pilot episode. What I mean by that is like a trial period to see if you guys like it. Obviously, if you don't want to see this on my channel, then I won't bring it out. It's as simple as that. I do what you want to see. The random hybrid is obviously still going to stay. Don't you worry about that. There will be out one later today if the market is okay. Like I said in this video, just FIFA in general is so laggy. Everything, putting contracts on, stuff like that. So I'm not too sure if I'll get a random hybrid that day, but if I do, you will see it on my channel later. Have a nice day. Subscribe if you're new. Bye-bye. Boom.